everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're going to be checking out some more custom cars that you guys have been suggesting I do. If you want to suggest some more cars for me to make, you can leave a comment in the comment section below and suggest a cool car combination, and maybe in a future video I will make your creation. So today we're going to be doing a couple of Sultan themed ones. This first one's going to be a bit of an odd one because I think instantly it's not going to work, but maybe I'll be surprised. Let's see. But before we get into all of that, we settle down and start making some cool custom cars. There's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links are in the description below. And don't forget to also check out our sponsor, Loot Crate. That is a channel sponsor, Loot Crate. You can check out all the details for that in the description below. lootcrate.com/Figureight and use the code FIG8 for 10% off. What a deal that is. Right, I think, actually, right. In fact, I'm going to go to this car park here. Nice big open space with the sun. That's going to be perfect. Need to clean all the blood off though. Right, here we are with the object spooner. So we've already got the Sultan already set up. So what I need to do is add an asterope. This has actually been requested by a couple of people. Ishka Donko and Cian McGowan 90. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Cian McGowan 90. I'm not actually putting the comments on the screen, by the way. I'm just reading out because I've got like a huge list. And for me to like get all the comments and put them in, it's really like time consuming. So I'm just reading out your name, and if you recognise your name, that's brilliant. They both suggest the back of the asterope and front of the Sultan to make the IS-200. So we've got the Sultan. I'm going to try and use this as the main car, but maybe I'll use the asterope. But let's have a look. So let's just go to spawn entity in, vehicle, and I'm just going to type in asterope because I'm not entirely sure where it is. There we go. Ah, I see. I see what they're thinking there with the Lexus. The problem is, these are really similar, aren't they? The thing is, as soon as we attach these together, let's just give this a try. Let's just go to manage entity database. I can never say that. That's a huge mouthful. Asterope, attachment options. In fact, let's just get rid of the wheels first, shall we? Wheels, remove, make invisible, and then attach to Sultan. It's slightly bigger, which means that actually we've used the wrong car because the asterope is the bigger. We want to make sure that the bigger one is the car because otherwise, like what we had a minute ago, the wheels were sort of like really tucked in the arch and everything, and it looked really weird. Right, these are very similar, aren't they? In fact, we've almost got it already. In fact, I'm noticing the issue here. The asterope's slightly too long. Right, I see. Okay. How about then? Let's just try and jiggle this around. I'm not going to change any of the colours or anything because it might be a massive fail. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to be moving the Sultan, aren't I? So we want to make sure that the Sultan is far forward. Ooh, how much forward can we get before we start like glitching through all the windows and stuff? We're already starting to glitch through right there. But that's not far enough because that's still the same front end from the asterope. To get this front end of the Lexus in, we need to get to about there. Which then leaves us with this bit of arch and that bit of boot. Right, hang on. We might be able to use some pitch on this one. I'm just going to try and get the pitch so that we can try and hide the back end as much as possible. You might be able to see that it's slowly starting to disappear, but we might find now that the front end sticks out way too high. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Right, let's just try and get that to there, and maybe we'll go down a little bit. That's a bit too much. Let's try that again. Let's go down a little bit. What's this going to do to the front end? We've got a little bit of leaking of that other grille coming in there. But maybe with those lights it won't matter? I don't know. Let's just move that down like that and then just move it a bit more far forward. Because maybe we can get away with the fact that that badge and stuff is there. I don't know. This sort of works. Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to say that this sort of works. Let's just go ahead and change all this stuff. So let's just go to the Sultan. And let's just go for the front bumper. And go for a nice little splitter there. Or the intercooler as well if you wanted. Let's just go for the basics. Spoilers, not going to be any good. Let's just say, yeah, that's going to be all the way over there. That's no good at all, is it? The rear bumper's not going to matter I don't know if anything's going to stick out or... Actually, hang on. I was going to say that makes it slightly less, but it doesn't really. Okay. I was hoping I could find something that just hides the bumper a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. Skirts aren't really going to matter because we can't see those. Exhaust doesn't matter. Chassis is the roll cage and stuff, which we don't really need to worry about. Hood, well, I don't know. Should we just go for the standard? Because we're not going to mess around with this. We're not going to make it a tuner version. We're just going to combine them together. So let's just go ahead and go to paints, primary, classic. I'm just going to go for a nice, simple, either red or orange. Let's go for orange today. Oh, there we go. That is a nice Sultan colour. Then we're going for some secondary, classic, and again, with some nice orange. Perfect. Now we just need to do the same to the Asterope. This could work. We need a little bit of window tinting, but that's fine. Let's just go to the Asterope. And then what have we got on here? We don't actually have anything to change on the Asterope. No spoilers, no nothing like that. The wheels, we'll keep as they are. They're fine. I do notice that when we go for these brighter colours, though, we do notice this stuff happening a lot more, which is a shame. Right, let's just try and ignore that, though. Let's go for paints. Primary. Classic. Nice. Basic. Orange. Oh, there we go. It's starting to look pretty good. And then, what was the secondary? Do we actually have a secondary on here, or is this a no colour, a nothing? Let's see. It's a nothing. Okay. And then let's go to Windows. Tint all that. Oh, see, look, there we go. I wonder, actually, can we get rid of the door on the Sultan? Let's see. Let's just go back to the Sultan. Go to Customs. Go down to the doors. I just want to see if I can get rid of that wing mirror. That's all I'm worrying about right now. Let's go to remove. Driver door. Ooh. This does leave us with this bit going on here. That's... Yeah, okay, hang on. That's not going to work. Mind you, that bit's already there. It's not that big of a deal, is it? We could just get rid of both of those. And maybe the rear door? That makes it slightly less. Trunk. I mean, we could remove all of that because that's all supposed to be hidden. Right? Right, okay. That should be fine. We might do a bit more jiggling around to try and get a better fit, but I think this might be the best we're going to get. But I would say that's very Lexus IS200-y. What extras have we got here? Got a couple of extras. These are all just going to be stuff in the interior. Ooh. Don't know what that did. Oh, it added all the doors back again. Mind you, it did make the tint dark again, so maybe that's a positive. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave the doors exactly as they are. Let's just go back to the Sultan and attachment options, and let's just see what can we do here. What can we make this any better? That any less down? We want to go. I think there's best, and that's all we got. Because as soon as we start moving back, mind you, we can move back a little bit. Oh, mind you, the lights then start to come through, and then yeah, okay, that's not going to work, is it? So we want that to be right. Well, actually, in a perfect world. Right there, but that's going to leave us with this horrible bit here. So we'll keep it going back. We'll just have a sort of shortened look on the headlights. It's not perfect, but there we go. Around there. And that is that done. Let's just go to collision, get rid of collisions, jump out of spooner mode. Well, there we go. Oh, we've got a bit of a sunroof issue there. Slight issue, but do you know what? I don't think we're going to improve much on that. If we'd have had a darker colour, we probably could have hidden it a little bit better. But other than that, there is the Asterope and the Sultan to make an IS200. Right, so next up, we've got our good friend, the Sultan RS. We're going a little bit bigger. We're going a little bit meaner. Ooh, that car just spawned. And that bike just spawned in the time where I just went for that little bit of a spin right there. Okay, so I'm going to park up in the disabled area. I'm sure it's going to be fine. We're going to jump back into object spooner mode. You don't have to be in spooner mode, by the way. I just find it easier to look around that way. There we go. So, in this one, this is actually suggested by Guadalo, and he says, what about the Sultan RS and the GTA 4 Sentinel? This is going to be interesting. So let's get a spawn into his world, and let's try and find the old classic Sentinel from GTA 4. Right, so there's the GTA 4 one, because the other one should be... Yeah, that's the one from GTA 5. So we're going to be adding in this. We're going to be adding that. I think this can work, because they're both coupes. But the Sultan RS is going to add the wide arches and make this into an amazing looking Sentinel, I reckon. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I think it's going to work. Let's just go in and let's go to the Sentinel. Attach to the Sultan RS. Ooh, that's an interesting base point for it to spawn into. Normally it spawns almost like identical to each other. Oh, mind you, we want to get rid of those wheels, don't we? Right, let's try this again. There we go. Perfect. So now let's just go to attachment options, attach to Sultan RS. Right, I'm going to change the Sultan RS to red instantly because I just want to get this looking nice because I think that I can go ahead and just do this like prerequisite stuff first and then just line it all up and it will look perfect. So let's just go to paints, primary, classic, red. Nice, simple. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And then secondary. Let's just go for all red for now. Maybe we'll change it later if we can find that black would be better. But I reckon nice, simple red again. And I'm going to go for windows and tint. So let's just jump back to the Sentinel. Attachment options. Let's just move this up and see what we can do. It might be a little bit too small. That's the concern, actually. It's a little too small. We've got the front end. Do you know, if we get the front end, I reckon that might just be enough. But maybe that's all we can get, unless we add in a third one. I have noticed that the colours are a little bit different, though. Hang on. Menus, customs. I reckon that this one's got some sort of pearlescent thing going on. Yes, it does. We want that in black. And I reckon that's also a metallic. So let's go for classic red. Should bring it all back. There we go. Right, back to the massive elephant in the room that's doing me a huge concern. Not as happy with this as I thought I was going to be. It's a little too small. But maybe, just maybe, hang on. Can I get rid of the doors on this? Let's give this a try. Let's just go for the doors. Go to remove, driver door. Oh, see now, it doesn't really line up, does it? Because we've got this problem going on. And you're going to notice that. The whole thing about the doors being there is it sort of blends in better. So what I was thinking was that if we was to knock this down to the right height, so it doesn't blend in as much, we can have the front of that, and then we'll have to add in another one to get it on the rear as well. But that does mean that the arches won't look that great. Because if I try to make the arches look good on this, it just sort of, look, there we go. We can see the light blending already. Doesn't look any good. We need it to be about here to get rid of everything else. Right, do you know what? This isn't perfect, but let's just give this a try. I'm then going to go and add in another one. This might be a 3-car combo. Could fail. I'm sure it will. And now, attach to the Sultan RS. Ooh, okay, right. Oh, dear. Did I just click detach? Pretty sure I did. Oh dear. Right, we need to tidy that up in a second though. But let's just see. Let's just move this up and see if we can't make the back stick out properly. In fact, everything's sort of like moved and broken. Let's just move this back. Like this. How we looking? Sort of works. Maybe we can go up a little bit. I might have to do a bit of pitch editing. Oh boy. Okay, right, hang on. Let's try and fix this all up. Right, I'm back in. I've got everything red, and I made sure that all the wheels were gone. And I've made sure to set them to invincible. Not sure if that's going to work, but hopefully we won't have any damage problems again. Right, so let's go to attachment options, and I'm just going to knock this one up. And this one's going to be our rear. So let's get that sort of lined up around there. Maybe down a little bit more. So that's going to leave us to 2300. And then we want to move that to the back so we can see that come out there. Perfect. Now, we do have the issue with that light on the side, but I don't think there's much we can do about that purely because it's just too small. But I do think that we can go a little bit taller. How about that? Right. This might not work. I'm really unsure about this. Then we go to the other Sentinel. Attachment options. Go all the way up with this one. What do we have this up to? 2500 by the end, wasn't it? It's going to be 2600. Okay. And then on the front, Move that forward just a little bit. There we go. We do have a lot of issues with things bleeding through. If we just tint every single window of every single car, hopefully that would just get rid of a lot of the issues. There we go. There's one tinted. Then we go to that one and tint this one. There we go. Aha, that was the outside for that one. And then we also have the Sultan RS that we can do as well. Menu customs, windows, tinted. Right. Got this issue here. Got 3 wind mirrors. However, oh, we do have that light there, but we do have the back of the Sentinel and we do have the front of the Sentinel with the Sultan RS sides. Kinda. Right, let's just go ahead and go to the Sultan RS and see if we can't, like, fix something up. What do we got here? Got some spoilers, they can work. Let's take a spoiler on. Let's make this all nice and sporty, this one, shall we? There we go. I'll go for something a bit stupid just to make this look a bit different. Front bumper and rear bumper aren't really going to matter unless I can find something that just hides it a bit better. No. Although we could make a custom bumper. Huh. Actually, I'm just going to go for stock and just hide it. Skirts, so there's going to be a bunch of all this stuff that we don't really want, so we'll just keep that stock. Exhaust doesn't really matter. Maybe the stuff on the side. No, they're not big enough. I was hoping maybe they can hide some stuff, but nope. Chassis is just going to be for the cage. Grille, we don't really need any of that. The hood, we don't need any of that at all, which doesn't really leave us with much. Just apart from maybe some slightly bigger arches. Or maybe we can go for the wide body arch extensions on this one. But then you definitely notice these lights coming through here. Yeah, you really notice these arches, don't you? That's going to be the big problem. But I guess if you look at it from about here, it looks alright. It's either that or we just have like the back of the Sentinel or the front of the Sentinel. I think trying to get all 3 is really just too much. So actually, what's the one that's at the front? That's going to be this one. Hang on, isn't there a way that I can make this... Aha, here we go. Oh, no. It's still going to look kind of... We can see where the changes are, though. That is a huge difference. I think that's probably the best we're going to get, to be quite honest with you, because there's just 3 cars in this and they're all sort of battling their way through and glitching their way through. I don't think we can get much of an improvement on this. I mean, if we move that back even further, like to there, it just looks a bit too long and too far away. But ideally, I want it all the way back here, but it's not really going to work with those lights. Unless we sort of blend them together. Oh, mind you, then it just starts coming through on the rear and it just looks stupid. See, what about here? We do have that set of lights there, but if we look from about here, it's not as noticeable. So maybe that can work. Okay, so that's the back end sort of done. And then we need to go for the other one for the front end. Again, if we go back any further, we're going to get bumper coming through and everything else. So it has to be here. That's where it's got to be. I guess that's just where it's got to be. There's nothing I can really do about that. So I guess this one's pretty much done as it is. There's nothing else we can do. The Sentinels, do they have any tuning options? They've got a couple of things. Spoilers. I mean, those spoilers actually probably would fit better than the other one. We'll keep it stock. Then it's just a case of cages and grills and stuff like that. What's this going to look like? Hang on, isn't this still the Sultan RS? No, it does say Sentinel XS. Hang on, which one are we changing here? We need to change the front one. Oh, this is getting awkward. There's the front one. Too many cars, too much to change. I think we are done. Hopefully this car isn't going to blow up when I get into it, though. So that was the GTA 4 Sentinel XS. I think we've done an okay job, considering it's not perfect. We've definitely got loads of issues of glitching through and things not lining up. Especially really just because the Sentinel was just a little bit too small for the Sultan RS. We want to make them so they're sort of like similar in size and just uses the arches and nothing else. This was a bit of a toughie. In fact, there were 2 really quite tough builds, but maybe you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below by hitting that like button, all that sort of stuff. I don't usually ask, but, you know, just whatever. Just let me know by rating, commenting, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. And I shall see you guys all next time. Don't forget to just suggest any car combinations, even if you think it will fail. These ones sort of half failed, but it doesn't matter. There's an original, actually. There's a nice comparison. I think I prefer the original. That's probably not the thing I should have ended on, but there we go. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.